If I remember correctly, because it's been a while since I've checked those videos, Rhea had better things to do than listen to a teenager yell at her. She had to like go do some stuff. So after Rhea walks off, I think Quin is just gonna leave this message, like as a like a voice message, but it's like a vid message, right? To Rhea, so Rhea can get to it when she gets to it, and then she's just gonna storm off and have that talk with Sylvia, right?
All right.
So I think like the timeline events here will be Rhea gets this vid call, which I'm about to record, and then she has her reaction, and she'll send that back to Quin, and I presume Quin will get that at some point after she has that talk with Sylvia. Whenever Rhea can get it back to her, it probably happens some point after the last session we had. Okay.
All right.
So I'm gonna begin the pilot log. So I'm gonna narrate the scene and then give it like 10 seconds, and then I guess narrate Rhea's response. Still furious after Rhea's behavior and her own behavior, and mad at her own behavior on that mission, that battle royale mission, and upset that Sylvia very nearly died. Rhea Tavros basically promises Quin that she'll speak to her on the matchmaker that she has now, and fucks off to go do whatever. But Quin can't just sit here and stew on these feelings, so she just goes to her mech, which has, and goes to the Adalith, which has a matchmaker on it, and she gets in the matchmaker and she just makes a quick vid recording to send to Rhea. She often makes these kinds of vid recordings to send to other people, so it's not like she can't just save this and upload it and send it to her as a file. So she sits down in her chair and she tries to compose herself, wiping at her eyes, and she's shaking, and she boots it up and she begins. Rhea Tavros. My name is Quintessence Sayr. I was the daughter of former General Vadim Riesling and his wife, Irina Lebedev Riesling, but I'm Bryn's daughter now. And like I said before, we needed to talk. Look, I messed up a lot, and you messed up a lot. But I'm mostly going to be talking about how I messed up, because it's something I've been wrestling with a lot and processing through. So about what happened during that battle royale, which is what that was. I don't know if you need to hear this anymore, but I do. If you want to die on the field of battle in some vainglorious last stand, because you're stubborn, hard-headed, high-minded, noble sort, or whatever, then that's your right as an individual. I need to be able to respect and honor your agency and choices, even if I don't like them, even if I don't agree with them, even if I try to force the matter, then all it's gonna do, obviously, since we just saw it play out there, is make you double down on your, in my opinion, extremely heartbreaking and wasteful fucking death wish. But you have your choices to die on whatever miserable hills you've picked out for yourself. Just because I can't understand them, just because I don't see the fucking point. Just because I want you alive and around and beside me doesn't. She chokes and she shakes. It doesn't supersede whatever legitimate reasons you have for choosing and chasing death, of dying on your own terms instead of living on mine. But why? Why can't we just... Why can't we just live on our am madly in love with a woman not that different from you. Why does it have to be death? Why does it have to be hopelessness? Why must it truly be so? Your terms, my terms. Why can't we find a hill to die on together on mutual terms? Our terms. Why does it have to be death at all? Why is death even on the table? But you have a right to your choices and your reasons. Living is my choice, and it's not a choice I should, let alone can, force. So, I'm sorry. This is your choice. And you don't need my fucking permission, so whatever, but by all means, go. Go chase your fucking coffin. Your 21 gun salute, whatever. She looks away from the camera. I'll be here to pick up the pieces. And then she ends the call and just shoots that over to Rhea.
Rhea tries a couple of times to figure out how to send a message back because she did say that she would. Eventually, just kind of after staring at the video for a while, just opens up a fresh reply and just starts talking. I'm not sure if I should be confused or mad at Cormdir, who I think has an opinion of how I work that is informed by his own prejudices, I guess you could say. I think the truth is that I've never wanted to die. Not even for a minute. Not even in situations where, honestly, it would probably be uh, a lot more efficient. No, I don't think I've ever actually wanted to die. I've never tried to. I have been foolish and I've been incredibly headstrong. I have come close to dying because of things that I refuse to do, and come close to dying because of things I refuse not to do. But I don't think I've ever truly wanted to die. I'm not sure. Well, no, I can't say that I'm not entirely sure. I I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about with this other person. I have an inkling. I have an idea. Um, I would just lay it out for you, but I feel like that if I am wrong, even though I don't think I'm wrong, that I'd embarrass us both. And right now, honestly, weird as it is, I feel like being embarrassed in this moment would almost be worse than having to deal with everything. I'm not even sure if you can see it in this stupid camera. I'm gesturing everywhere. I didn't want fighting and death because I thought it was good. I'm not really sure I could be even said to want it. I trusted a lot of people who I shouldn't have trusted. And I chased their idea for a while, not because I just wanted to die, but because I didn't really see any other way to live with myself. If you do nothing, maybe other people can just live like that, but I can't. I'll think about it. I'll never let it go. I've never been good at letting things go. I dwell on them. The hills that I have to die on are not things that I want to die on. Do quite a bit of work trying not to die on them, but that doesn't mean I can just let them go. I have to do something about them. This one just happens to be sitting on top of a political powder keg. Obviously, whatever I have been doing is not working because, again, I'm gesturing. I know you can't see it. She actually, I'll actually pick up. Let me pick up this camera to show you. Look outside. You can see the smoke. Obviously, it's not working. No one told me that this was a thing. No one told me Harrison Armory was involved. It's because they didn't need to. Because I was so had to deal. I couldn't let it go so hard that I just ignored what was in front of me. So even though I barely know who you are, I was gonna call you kid, but honestly, if you could pilot a mech and blow up tanks, I don't think anybody should be calling you kid. I can't even be I can't even be mad that you sent me this message because you know what? I don't think you're right, but you were right to send something at me because somebody should be yelling at me and nobody is. I've got your thing. The what's it called? Your Ansible thing. I don't know. Whatever it is, I got it. I ain't used it for much, so apparently it's really fun to play chess over. That's nice. Maybe not using it was a sign that maybe I was going up with wrong with bad creek, you know? Maybe the fact that I didn't ever try to talk to anybody on it, not even think about trying, probably says a lot more about me than I would like it to. I don't know. Just don't go down a rabbit hole on your own, okay? Because I can tell you, just, again, still letting you see outside, this is what going on a rabbit hole on your own looks like. And it's not fun. And then she cuts the transmission.
I think like Quinn leaves it on red. She'll give like a quick text message of "I'll get back to you when I can, as soon as I can," because this is probably just before they're about to get deployed to Dad's back mission hell. But what she'll ultimately say after, and I'll patch this in after, is she'll just write it in text. She doesn't have time for a vid message, and her response will be, "I was never particularly good at chess, but they programmed these AIs to play chess with you. And one time I actually beat the AI in one of the hardest settings, just by winging it. You see, when you move a pawn from one side of the board to the other, you're able to promote it to, whatever. And the general tactically sound strategy, apparently, from what I've read, is to just promote it to a queen. But when I got a pawn to the other side of the board, I made it a bishop instead on accident, and it fucked the AI up and confused it so much that it just botched the game, and I was able to win." I don't know. Just maybe playing the game by what people are expecting isn't the way to play the game. And maybe that's why you keep getting lost. I don't know. My spicy take is a 16-year-old girl out here in this bullshit with my fucking blood dad back in this fucking mess. Anyway, I said something like dumb forever ago, the girl that I'm in love with about how everybody is looking for the message. Somebody just has to be the messenger. And I was thinking about how the right message bundled up in the wrong messenger can do a lot of damage. So be careful out there. And that'll be like the text she sends to her in response. And yeah, Rhea can send whatever back, but at this point, like, that basically. they'll chat amicably, I guess. Like, they'll have a general, like, text-based correspondence from here that is generally amicable. And over time, like, Rhea will very easily confirm any suspicions she had that this girl that Quin is in love with is the Black Sheep Coven and Deliverance's little poster child. So, yeah.
I'm not sure that she would say anything about it, but I definitely know that what she would think about it was good luck.
Go get her, Tiger.
Get her a cannon.
Like, at least 2. Get her a Gundam. Oh, she already has one of those. Fuck.
I am told that the ladies love cannons.
What the problem? See, the problem that the Black Sheep Coven has, Quin, is their mech isn't big enough. It doesn't have enough guns on it. So it's just bigger mech, more guns. We can do this. Okay, enough out of character joking around, but yeah, basically, Quin sends her like a quote unquote advice from a literal child, and kind of reveals who she really is. That was Quintessence Racing, right? But that she's not that girl anymore, and she's out here being stupidly in love with Deliverance's poster child. And how's it going over there with the common front? Good luck, right? Yeah. All right. Cool. Good times. Yeah.
All right.
Bye.